Okay, I am live. Hello, my name is Tabrice, and welcome to the Amateur Football YouTube channel. This channel is all about Sunday League football, grassroots football. So if you like all of that, if you like interviews, if you like analysis, this is the channel to subscribe to. And again, right off the bat, thank you to the people who are watching. And again, please put your comments and questions in the live chat. I will do my best to answer all of your questions. And again, this is again straight off the bat. This is like my own opinion, no one else's. So again, sorry if I'm gonna offend either team, but you know what? This is just something that I do. Well, not like offend, but hey, like I kind of review games. So the game in question was the Wimbledon Town A versus Swag. This is the Frank Blunstone Cup semi-final that I am proudly sponsoring. And this game took place on Sunday at Rains Park. So what I'm literally going to do, I'm going to analyze the first, second half. I'll talk about the officials as well, and I'll just do an overall view about the game. So you know what? Let's kind of start. Really, let's start. So again, probably even before I even talk about the first half, in terms of like the warm ups and actually what I saw, both teams got there with plenty of time. And again, like people who actually know, of course, I play for Wimbledon Town B team. So of course it was kind of easy for me to actually film and get footage about them. And George went through a full warm-up, a good maybe 10 like minutes. Swag did something similar. To be absolutely honest with you, I didn't catch them probably until maybe the last 3 or 4 minutes, but they kind of did their own warm up. But exactly what you would expect any Prem like team to actually do, like a good warm up, static, dynamic stretches, and then like 1-2 touch passing. Again, it's kind of something that you would expect, and especially coming into a semi-final, a huge game. So let's go straight into the first half, and let me I don't want to break it down regarding Swag and Wimbledon Town. I'm going to try and merge everything together. But what I saw from the get-go, probably in the first 5 or 6 minutes, Swag had a game plan. They probably scoured like the whole team. And they picked out Wimbledon Town's right back. Was it right? Yeah, right back, or I believe no. So right back or right wing back. As for whatever reason, I'd say not the weakest player, but like a player that they could probably get behind. Yes, he was. He's a young player. Hasn't kind of filled out, and I believe Swag's number 7. Again, he's a grown man, very physical. Of course, a lot more experience, and they kind of use that diagonal ball a lot. So from Swag's right to left, they literally use that quite a lot. And it kind of gave Wimbledon Town a lot of problems. Definitely a lot of problems. And what I've seen, what I know about Swag, and again, Swag and Wimbledon Town have had epic battles before. But again, this is probably the first time I've actually really properly seen them play. They have a style of play, and they don't really, I'd say, move from that. Like a very well-drilled, well-oiled team. They like to play from the back. What they do, they have the 2 centre backs, and those 2 split, and then their DM comes short. The keeper passes it to the DM, and then you've got your 2 centre backs, and then and then you're like two fullbacks a little bit wider. And you know what? It worked. It literally worked. And, you know, they did not say work away from that. And again, it's, you know, on a pitch like Reigns Park, it's not the best. But every single player had the, I'd say, literally had the kind of confidence to actually take the ball and, you know, literally pass. And a lot of their passes were like forward, a very forward-thinking team. You know, nothing special, but, you know, again, they literally pass with a purpose. And I think with Wimbledon Town, especially in the first half, even, you know, trying to string 3 or 4 passes together, they like struggled. So they would probably put that together, maybe 1 or 2, or possibly even 3, and then play it long. And with the wind at their backs, as in Wimbledon Town, the ball would travel maybe the extra 5-10 yards. And again, we're not talking about 2 very robust, very mobile centre backs for like Swag. It's just food and drink, you know. Anything up in the air, it's a 50-50 ball, and 9 times out of 10, the like defender will win. And that's what was happening over and over and over again. And I just want to say, I mean, Swag had probably like the first 2 or 3 opportunities, and again, they were very identical. A pass down the right-hand side, that's in Swag's right, like a crossing. It was a shot, and the goalkeeper saved it. And actually, I should even say that Swag had like the first opportunity within the first minute. So that kind of set the tone of the game. Again, I think Town just struggled just to kind of get into the game. Their midfield, especially in the first half, was literally just chasing shadows. I won't say they were non-existent, but, you know, if you can't get a grip of your midfield, you know, you're more than likely to lose the game, no matter how good your like team is around. You know, if you kind of don't control that middle of the park, then you will be running around like a headless chicken. So Swag scored first, again, a cross down the right. I believed it was almost like a missed kick from one of the Town defenders. It came through to one of the Swag players and just stroked it in. 1-0. Hey, it was pretty easy, you know. And with that goal, they literally passed it from the back. I believe it was their centre back passed it to their their left midfielder. They kind of played it inside, and again, you know, there was no panic. There was like no like rushing. They knew exactly what they want to do. And you know what? As you know, as a kind of neutral, it was a good goal. You know, it was kind of, you know, definitely like a good goal. And they scored the second goal, almost identical. I can't remember where it kind of started, but again, it was a cross from the right, came into the box. Town couldn't clear it, and it was again. I wasn't gonna say like a tap in, but, you know, it was kind of pretty easy for like Swag. You know, and again, you know, I don't even want to go back to the beginning regarding players who were missing for like Town, because you know, hey, like that's kind of something that like I know, but Swag just literally used the pitch and the weather conditions to the best of their ability. Town just struggled in the first half. I can't remember them even really having a shot on that target. Yes, they probably put a few crosses in, but again, it was just too easy. You know, Swag read everything. Down Wimbledon's left was probably like the most dangerous, and It was unfortunate that one of Wimbledon Town's players had a, kind of came off. Well, not came off, but literally ended the half with a slight injury. And this particular player, if he's on form, he is really, really dangerous. But I mean, honestly, like I couldn't really see where like Town could even open Swag up. Half time comes, and again, let me be absolutely honest with you. I was kind of filming Town, so I don't know exactly what Swag was saying. But with Wimbledon Town, it was just about just playing it down, just kind of playing football. Now they had the wind in their faces now, so again, we're like talking about different conditions. But second half started, and Swag just they just showed a lot of heart and a lot of commitment. They were in with every tackle. They won every first and second ball. And hey, you know what? I'll be absolutely honest with you. In terms of filming or probably even watching the game, I'm going to say filming. It wasn't a great second half to film. But if I was plainly watching, I do take my hat off to like Swag in terms of just really disrupting play, and again, not shying away from what worked in the first half. They literally pressurized Wimbledon's back three, I believe, and Swag's striker was just literally just so mobile. Town changed formation like a couple of times, and I just want to say, as a kind of player, when you kind of change in formation, and when you've been moved from one position to another, especially when you're chasing a game, honestly, it's very hard to kind of get yourself back into the game. But hey, you know what? That manager just had to try something different, because whatever that was happening just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. Town got a penalty, and it was a penalty. There was no questions asked. Again, before I kind of talk about the officials, it was a literally stonewall penalty. And hey, you know what? Town got themselves back into the game. But again, I just personally, I couldn't really see them scoring. And there was just a lot of miscommunication, and honestly, it was a hard watch. And again, like we're like talking about like the elements now, wind and rain, and when it kind of comes to these type of conditions, you are looking at certain players to actually kind of drag you through, this this like particular game, especially so important like a semi-final. But like, you know what? Swag not only held on, I believe they literally controlled the game. And their like captain was, as in Swag's captain was absolutely solid. Their like left winger again kind of gave the like right back or the right wing back. I won't say a torrid time, but it was kind of consistent. And again, I just want to say, like, again, if you judge a book by its cover, and when you do open it, you might get like a bit of a surprise. And again, if you kind of look at Swag, just by looking at them and like how they come onto the pitch and whatnot, you wouldn't think that they're a footballing team, but they are, and they're very experienced. As I said before, a well-oiled machine. And you know what? yes, Swag didn't score in the second half, but they were close. Town had maybe a 5-10 minute spell in the like second, and I think the keeper made maybe one or two decent saves, but like overall, the keeper wasn't really tested. And the game ended 2-1. And yeah, you know what? For like me as a Wimbledon Town player, and again, I've kind of done these type of reviews even with the B team, and I've been really critical. And again, it was just really disappointing as a kind of Wimbledon player to actually see that. But literally as like someone that kind of goes out there and actually films Sunday League football, but yeah, like the best team won. Can't even deny that. Cannot even deny that the best team won. Officials were on point. Mark, Graham, and I don't know the other linesman's name. Forgive me, absolutely forgive me. But like Graham controlled the game from start to finish. He could have let the game flow when he could. His communication wasn't spot on, and something that a lot of referees don't do at this level. So there was an incident where the Swag player managed to get in front of the Wimbledon Town defender, and the Wimbledon Town defender clipped him, and he was off balance, but he could have still managed to play the ball. And I think there was maybe a phase of play, maybe one or like two phases of play, and like nothing came of it. Graham came back and booked the defender, and there was no question, there was no argument, because again, you know what, it was absolutely right. And Peter, thank you. And you know what, that was absolutely right. And then a lot of referees at this level do not do that. So again, that was kind of spot on. And Peter, again on the left back of Wimbledon Town side, really good. Kept up with play. Not a lot of contentious decisions, but got everything right. Mark on the other side, I believe he like called for the penalty, and again, just it's just a great position. Called it right, kept up with play, got everything right. Again, when we're kind of talking about officials, it's a kind of very hard job, because again, we're like talking about semi-finals, so like your split decision could either make or break someone's season. And when you're not talking about the officials after the game, then like that they've done a good job. So yeah, I want to give like a huge shout out to the officials. Again, just kind of overall, Swag are gonna congratulations to like Swag. So let's see, Swag are playing Lazio in the Frank Blunstone Cup, and also they've reached the Marcus Lipton, and they're playing Sporting Continental. And hello, Juppy and Drage, I saw you there, even though you guys didn't want to do an interview with me. That's fine. You know what? Well deserved. And I can see why they've literally got to 2 cup finals, and I can see why they're one of the best teams in the Southern Sunday. Again, as I keep saying before, well oiled. They know what they're doing. There's literally no like pressure. There's there was no bickering, even when they were under the cosh. They literally just carried on playing. And you know what? The passion was there. They just wanted to win by all means necessary. And you know what? Again, there was no backbiting. Even after the game, it was was kind of all played in like good like spirit. But again, they was facing to like the tackle. They didn't give Wimbledon Town any time at all. And again, thanks Mark for saying it was Peter that was on the line. Jack Osborne, good evening to you as well. And Marcus come back here. Yeah, it was a really good semi-final. And yeah, hey, like I think if I wasn't filming, I probably would have enjoyed it as well. But again, you know, as I kind of said before, I play for Wimbledon. I used to play for the A's. Now I play for the B's. I'm kind of in semi-retirement now. But for Wimbledon Town, again, I don't want to go on too much, and literally I don't want to go on a rant. Well, you know, I'm not even just a rant. It's I think like the town before COVID, I believe, would have lost or literally would have put up more of a fight. I don't know what it is, but there is a bit of a transition period, and it's kind of, you know, like the same energy and the aggression just wasn't there. We're like talking about a semi-final. It's the only competitive game that Wimbledon Town had, and how they played it, it was very, very passive for me, in my opinion. Very, very, very passive. And I think what kind of that the biggest tell for like me was even at full time, no one spoke about the passion and the aggression and the heart of a semi-final. Yes, there was probably a few players that literally played with the same intensity and like with the same aggression that, you know, you would literally expect. But honestly, it was just so disappointing just to kind of see that like type of performance there. You know, people with their heads down, people bickering, people, you know, muttering things underneath their breath, and just their body language in like general. It's, you know, it's a kind of negative. Yeah, it's a kind of negative action, and you know, I kind of noticed that even from the first half. So do I expect Town to literally bounce back from this? Yes, 100%. Is there work to be done? Yes, 100%. You know, it's. I mean, it can be done. It really depends if the players actually want to put in the work. And literally, when I say wanting to put into work, as in forget the lip service, you know, forget about certain like things that are being, well, that's been done behind the scenes. What you can do on the pitch, you know. I like people to like comfortable. That's a kind of valid question that like only like the players and management can actually answer. But again, overall, let me not take nothing away from Swag. Are they favourites in the final of the Frank Blunstone Cup? Yes. I think, you know, Lazio are a decent outfit in terms of what I can remember. But I mean, hey, like you know, confidence is really, really, really high. I like Swag. They don't concede a lot. And they like do have the weapons to actually really hurt you. And also as well, Sporting Continental, I think that final is going to be very, very interesting. That one, I mean, oh gosh, I mean, it could go either way. I think Juppy and that Drage we'll be kind of talking to Hugo and literally talking to management about certain things. And, you know, even like, you know, that game's going to be close. But again, I think overall it's just kind of good to kind of get out, and it's kind of good to actually play competitive football and to watch competitive football. And yeah, you know what? We shouldn't take football for granted. Yes, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a game. And like people's health is more important, 100%. But also as well, when you kind of come out on, on a Sunday and you're looking to compete and you're paying to play, can you really look at yourself and actually think, I've put in like the biggest shift, or like, I really put in the most I could for my team. And again, only the players can actually answer that question. And Marcus come in. All of the finals would be great and need everyone's support 100%. Without the like supporters and the fans, hey, you know what? Again, we kind of want to make all of these finals a great occasion. So anyone that's kind of watching, please go and support. All of the kind of fixtures are going to literally on the Southern Sunday League website. And if you need more information, please DM Southern Sunday on Twitter or DM myself, and you can see my handles at the bottom. Okay, so that's me done. Thank you for watching. Again, if there's any questions, please fire them in. If not, again, I'll be kind of seeing like you guys definitely in the final. Again, congratulations to like Swag. Deserve their like victory. And yeah, I can't wait for like that particular final, sponsored by yours truly. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tabrice. Please like and subscribe, and please share this video. I salute everyone that supports grassroots football. I salute everyone that came out on Sunday in the rain and the wind to like support their teams respectively. I salute Swag for kind of getting to the final. And also I salute Wimbledon Town to, as in kind of getting to the semi-final and really trying to kind of, put in a shift. I salute the officials, every single official. I'd say 99% of officials are like great. And of course, 99% of players are great. There's just that small percentage that, we all need work. We all need work. Even myself, I am no angel. But again, I salute the officials, at this game. Brilliant. Second to none. Thank you for tuning in. Let me go and have something to eat. I will see you guys hopefully on Sunday, where we'll be doing... Actually, I can even tell you right now. Actually, I've not even told the guys, but you guys will actually have the exclusive insight. So what we are doing the Champions League and Europa League review, and we'll also, if we've got time, talk about the England provisional squad as well. So that's what we're doing this Sunday, starting. The show starts at 8 o'clock. It's Unhinged. So again, we would love your questions and comments about the Europa League final, the Champions League final, the like results, and also the England provisional squad. Thank you for tuning in. Again, big shout out to like Mark. I might even become a referee. No way. Thank you for like tuning in. My name's Tabrice. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys real soon. Oh, hold on. Hopefully Chelsea would. You know what? Tune in on Sunday. We have a lot to say about Chelsea. But let me not get let me not get too carried away. But again, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys on